back in the late 80s, early 90s, the harness racing game was slowing up, and I drove it the last night at the Willows when the Cowboys took over the Willows at their new stadium. So basically at the time the government shut the harness racing down in Townsville, and there was nothing left. So had a 12-month hiatus and started off with a couple of lowly graded racehorses, and always grew up with racehorses as well as trotters. We always lived in a street where it was full of racehorses where they're owning places, and yeah, from there just sort of like slowly grew in Cairns and had a few and got to a decent sized stable of a dozen or so horses, and then through work moved to Brisbane and had a go down there with work and with the horses, and with moderate success, but yeah, it was just been evolved over the years. You know, it's been 30 years. I started training racehorses when I was 23. I'm 53 now, so it's just been one of those progressions, and probably now I'm getting at the stage where it's more not as serious as what it used to be. When I was in my 30s and 40s, I was trying to make a go of it, but now it's more a bit of fun and an enjoyment, and it's more of a family atmosphere now. If you're going to get up early at 2:30 every morning or 3 o'clock or whatever it is, you want to have a bit of success and get some rewards, and that's probably what drives a lot of people to get a reward. And you know, it doesn't happen all the time. It's never easy, but it's one of those things that if you do all the little 1%ers and you do the hard yards, eventually you'll get there. Yeah, Family Star. He's had, you know, like he's not an easy horse, and so far Scott has ridden in all these races. Dan Adams rides in track work, and it sort of like works out that, you know, like it's been a lot of hard work put into him up until this stage. And going forward, you know, like there's no grand plans for him. Just mainly try and pick out the right races. At the moment he's going through a learning curve. He's not a fully furnished horse. He's got a few issues, mainly with his temperament. Until that sort of settles down, you'll probably see a better horse, but he's got the ability. Now it's just a matter of him going through that learning phase and putting it all together. The step up in classes, no, he's a class 2 horse, so he's in the right grade, and he's nearly 4, so he's not out of what with his age group. We've been chasing Cutis, but because of the lockdown with the coronavirus, the races haven't suited us. If I didn't race him tomorrow, I'll probably put him in a jump out instead, but I'm going to put him in the 1,000 metres, coming back for 1,000. He's rock hard.
Then they're down to the 200 now, and Agarwal heads off, set the bar high, perhaps on the fence. Pure Hawk and Pure Rebel both putting their runs in together. At the 100 marker, Agarwal's the leader. Pure Hawk is gradually pegging him back, and Pure Rebel is in the middle. They're coming to the line. Pure Hawk, Pure Rebel. Oh, it's very tight. I'd say Pure Hawk a nose over Pure Rebel, but they bumped about 4 or 5 times in the straight.
Pure Hawk, he's had a lot of problems last year. We had a whole prep going through trying to keep his feet together. He had a bad foot the whole way through, and this has given him a good break, and he's got good growth in his feet, and this year we expect a lot from him. The 61.5 kilos is probably a bit of a deadener to him, or negative I would say, but he's drawn the right alley. You know, if he runs a place I'll be happy, but I think he'll be a horse that will go progressive this year, mainly because he's the first time I've had him sound.
And Distracted joins in very quickly, and Distracted dashed up and went to the lead at the 200, shot away now, 2 in front of Norwegian Wood. They were followed by Daego Bay, who got out when the alarm clock had gone well and truly off, but down to the line, Distracted about 4 or 5 lengths in front is going to murder them. Distracted wins easily.
Yeah, hopefully he does. I've done everything since his last run, give him a freshen up and brought him back in distance. Hopefully the mile the other day didn't rain out, so hopefully the back to the 1300 might suit him. If he puts it all together, he has got a little bit of ability. He'll be a chance, but we might at this time of year pick up a couple of wins.